I don't mind it incredibly, considering the fact that
Is this the place we've come to?
it was kind of unfun last time.
Aye.
I remember spending hours and hours trying to fucking nail down the appropriate time just to get the gold counter. Yeah. But, so I guess this stayed open because we didn't do anything?
And let none follow.
I hope you are, you didn't do much.
¡Mis piernas! ¡Oh, mis piernas! ¡Venga, muévete! ¡Mis piernas! ¡No respondes!
Oh! Oh shit. Oh shit! They have fucking security defenses! The pirate is here! Ah! Oh boy. How are we gonna do this? There's gotta be some way I can make it to the other side. Maybe I have to jump on those. Oh, One of these sides has to help me out here. We'll try this one, since we looked at it first. Okay. I have no idea what I'm gonna do here. Oh, Jesus. I guess we'll just ascend? Yeah. Ah, I see. Okay. Well. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here. The camera angle is being odd, and then it shifted because we got into place. Oh, oh shit! Okay. Architecture doesn't last forever. Use the observatory's defenses to kill guards. Okay. Hey guys! Yes, run into the defenses. Come on! Oh yeah! No, stop! I got it. Alright, we'll do that. Woo! I'm trying to knock these guys into the fucking defenses. Alright, let me kill these big guys because they're irritating me. There. Maybe even this guy too. If I can, these guys are really easy to just throw around into the defenses or whatnot. See, watch. Nope, wrong angle. And I just shoved that guy rather than pushed him in the right place. Fine. I'll work for it still. Try it again, you fool. Oh, the other one ran in there. Idiot. I guess if you're not worthy, you have to do a little bit better work. Just to use the observatory. Or at least the thing that holds the observatory, even though it's already gone. How the hell do I get up there? This thing? Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know why I trust precursor architecture. God. What am I doing? Stop. I need you to stop swinging. Thank you. Okay, let's not touch that. It probably just hurts you as a player rather than instantly evaporates you, but I still don't fucking trust it. Yeah, see, if you can do something like that, where you can just project out a fucking shield, you can project out an energy hood or some shit. At least that's the way I see it. Oh no! Oh, that was close. I tried to make a really risky jump, and it almost didn't pay off. Okay, what am I jumping on? On top of this? On top of this. Torres! You're kind of in a really bad predicament. I don't think you're gonna survive for very long. Alright. So do I jump from this little middle beam?
Work together, Edward. We could have taken power for ourselves and brought these miserable empires to their knees. There is so much potential in you. So much you have not yet accomplished. I could show you things. Mysteries beyond anything that you could imagine.
But instead, you're gonna get your ass stabbed as soon as the defense goes away. Yeah!
Captain Kenway, ever a splinter in my side. Does this murder fulfill you?
I'm only seeing a job done, Torres. As you'd have done with me.
As we have done, I think. You have no family anymore, no friends, no future. Your losses are far greater than ours.
That may be. But killing you rights a far greater wrong than ever I did.
You honestly believe that?
You would see all of mankind corralled into a neatly furnished prison, safe and sober, yet dulled beyond reason and sapped of all spirit. So with everything I've seen and learned in these last years, I do believe it.
You wear your convictions well. They suit you.
Thanks, I guess. You obviously don't wear yours very well if you faked your own blood.
Torres awakened something fierce. Are we safe?
With the device returned, I believe so.
What do you call this place?
Captain Kenway's folly!
Yeah, try not to get hit by those, like, laser shield things. Pretty easy to dodge.
We will seal this place and discard the key. Until another sage appears, this door will remain locked.
There were files when I came here last. Filled with the blood of ancient men, Robert said, but they're gone now.
Then it's up to us to recover them, before the Templars catch wind of this. You could join us in that cause.
I will, but only after I fix what I mangled back home.
It arrived last week.
Oh no! No, I don't like that face. That's the face of a really sad man. Really sad man. Either she died due to being really ill, or she's just straight up telling him, it's too late. I've married with a new man. Sad face, blinking out of animus. No! Just like starting over. Yeah, and 13's gonna be all about finding our way in life. I guess. We killed the main villain. Well, we lived through killing the main villain. Now we have to go back into the real world.
I don't believe we've been formally introduced.
You fuck!
Not in this era, anyway. I wish I could explain all the strangeness, but there isn't much time. The short of it is, you saw my beloved Juno. And for a brief moment, I thought she might occupy this tender body of yours. But something went wrong. And now, She's back out there, adrift. Oh, she was magnificent once. One of a race of beautiful, wonderful creatures. They created your kind. Did you know that? Your people were tools to them. That's all you have ever been. That's all you should ever be. One day soon, I hope. For the world is nearly ready for her return. Wired. Prepared for a second coming. Uh-oh. Here they come. Those Templars. Or maybe assassins this time. Idiots. All of them.
Please don't do this!
I envy you. It was her wish that I be here to greet her. It was her experiment that made it possible for my rebirth as one of these things.
Stay down! Get down on your back! Now! He's got a gun!
Guide me into the grave, beloved! I am your instrument!
Put the gun down! Drop it! Drop your weapon!
Guys, he drugged me. And I don't know how. What's gonna happen to me?
Check his vitals. He's bleeding fast. Check the victim.
Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Hello? Talk to me. You alright?
Yeah, this bitch has got jokes. Talk to me. Haha. As if, you know, our character ever talked. Ever. Hey.
There you are. Thank God. I hope you feel well. You look good. Can you stand?
Of course.
Good. Try walking around?
We're all right.
A doctor came by, said there wasn't anything to worry about. That the liquid in the syringe was far, far below a lethal dose. I feel terrible about all this. About everything. All our evidence pointed to you, but it was John all along.
Yeah.
The things we found on his computer.
John.
Whatever you need, we'll provide. You've done an amazing job. Speaking of which, our trailer is finished. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
I owe you that much.
Let's get a badass trailer.
There we go. I uploaded it to your database. You can watch it here or at your animus. I think you'll love it. It really captures the essence of the era. So, take care. And again, thank you.
Okay, well, let's watch that trailer.
A world where pirates rule the waves. These men will discover that nothing is sacred and everyone is committed to rum, plunder, and women.
Hola, ladies.
This summer, Abstergo Entertainment invites you aboard for the adventure of a lifetime. So sharpen your cutlasses, shine your hooks, and sail with the devils of the Caribbean. This virtual experience is not being rated.
So, Devils of the Caribbean? You guys still suck at naming things. Pirates of Nightmares? Devils of the Caribbean? No, I don't approve. Let me look around your room for a little bit. One final note. I don't think this is the final note. Let's see. How many am I missing? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, we don't have 11. If there's 20 in the real world as well, then I'm missing that too. Yeah, alright. So we're missing 3. Damn. Well.
Well, what now? Talk, you idiot. Look at the light. Isn't that the battery? I think that's the battery. Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Sean?
Look, sorry about this. My name is Sean, and back there is Rebecca, my partner in crime.
Hello.
Bloody good work earlier. Honestly, I mean it. Delivering us all that data. It's really just too bad that our man on the inside was such a, how to put it? Fanatic. Fanatic is the best word, I suppose.
We take who we can get.
Exactly. Well put. We saw in John an opportunity to burrow deeper into Abstergo's cloud servers, and I'm not ashamed to say we took it. Not realizing, of course, that he was enlisting you to help him. and to blame should anything go wrong. I suppose it all worked out very nicely in the end. Most of it, anyway.
What Sean really wants to say is, if you're up for more hacking, we are too. John gave you level 3 security clearance before you died. You should use it. The assassins don't have the resources to pay you like the Templars do, but we'll make it worth your while.
Look, we should really cut it short, Bex. 20 seconds.
All right. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. And top-notch work. Really top. Give yourself a pat on the back. And happy hacking.
Alright. I guess I could do some level 3 hacking. Let's look around. Where is a place that has a level 3 door? We've already hacked these areas. Wait. Ah, some more of these guys' computers are available for me to hack. A lot of them are. Ooh. Oh. We'll hack that, yeah. But I want to get back into the animus. I want to see what's going on with Edward because of that letter. Oh no, my rank has gone down. No. I'm 100 ranks below what I used to be. Ah well. Upgrade different parts of your ship at a harbor master or from your captain's cabin. It's all good. Why does it say 5? That's weird. But we are in the last sequence, I suppose. It might not even be all that long. We did the one, I think that 12 was the major one. Killed Roberts and all the other Templars. Shoot.
Gentlemen, how do you find it here?
It will work for us. But our goal must be to scatter our operations. To live and work among the people we protect. Just as Altair Ben Lahad once counseled.
Well, until that time, it's yours as you see fit.
Edward, Captain Woods Rogers survived his wounds. He has since returned to England, shamed and in great debt, but no less a threat.
I will finish that job when I return. You have my word. Evening, Anne.
Edward?
I'll be sailing for London in the next few months. I'd be a hopeful man if you were beside me.
England's the wrong way around the globe for an Irishwoman.
Will you stay with the assassins?
No, I haven't got that kind of conviction in my heart. You?
In time, aye. When my mind is settled and my blood is cooled.
Sail ho! Coming into the cove!
You're a good man, Edward. And if you learn to keep settled in one place for more than a week, you'll make a fine father too.
I suppose. I like how my next is going through the armor. Jesus. Ignore. Don't look.
All the money that I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that I've done.
Oh no.
Alas, it was.
I don't like him. Fuck you, Wreckham.
And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't. So parting glass. Good night. And joy.
Wait. What? Is that his kid? Huh. That was it? Wait. Confusion. What about Haytham? I was gonna say we're not a father yet. If we're not taking Haytham's perspective, but I guess he already had a kid before he left, or she's some. No, she has to be someone. She has to be Caroline's kid, or maybe I don't know. Mary Reed's kid? My kid? She's got red hair. So, and Caroline, or I think it's Caroline, yeah. Ah, well, kid. You have a brother at the very least. Just not yet. Otherwise, we wouldn't be taking our perspective. So that's how come. I thought she was just saying we'd be a good father, you know, like as a future thing. Like, oh, well, maybe you'll have a kid someday and be a good dad. But nope. She was saying that because we already have a kid. Something along those lines. I don't want to give any final thoughts yet because there's still quite a little bit of stuff that we have to do.
Did you always
know
how to sail a boat?
The Jackdaw is a ship, Jenny, not a boat.
But did you always know?
No. No, I learned after leaving Bristol.
After you left Mother?
Well, I didn't leave without saying goodbye, that is. It was an arrangement, you see, between your mother and me.
She said you left her. She said you always talked about sailing a boat and making money in the New World.
I did always want to sail a ship. That's true. But not for a lark. To support us. To take care of her. And you.
Not me. Mother said you didn't know about me. She said you worked only once a year and that she never knew where to find you.
That's all true, and I'm sorry for that. If I'd known earlier, I might have come home. I hope that I would have.
Well, you were busy. That's what I think.
Oh, yeah.
I was, but that wouldn't have mattered.
So, is your mom dead?
Boat? I see no boat here. Do you?
Oh, I mean ship, obviously. I don't see the difference anyway.
Hey!
Ah, it's a very simple one, Jenny. A ship can carry a boat, but a boat cannot carry a ship.
Why then, everything is a ship. Large and small. But for my toy boat, the one I take into the bath with me.
That's a clever way of seeing it.
No, you can't. To the Jackdaw.
Is it hard to talk about Caroline, Jenny? About your mother?
No. She passed some years ago.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Miss her, but it's all right.
Was she in pain?
I don't know. I don't think so. She was very happy for quite some time. Then, not so happy. I didn't see her much after that. Then, she was gone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you.
It's all right. You're here now. And we're on an adventure.
Only a little one, I hope. Can't handle too many more surprises.
You think we'll see a whale?
Yes, there's a very good chance.
And what about pirates? Will I see pirates?
No. Not much chance of that, I think.
Oh, that's rather sad. I should have liked to have seen one.
You're standing on a ship with one.
As soon as these winds die a little, I'll let you steer the Jackdaw. One little trick of the helm before sundown.
Yay!
It is so foggy. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Doesn't this place seem familiar?
Miss Jennifer Kenway, may I introduce myself?
Jennifer Scott, if you please.
I'm sorry.
My daughter was raised by her mother, Caroline, until she passed away some years ago. Jenny prefers to use her surname to mine.
Please forgive my ignorance.
I will. She may not.
Father, help me.
This little rascal, however, is a Kenway. What's wrong, Haytham?
I can't see the stage.
Up we go. How's that?
Fine. But won't your arms tire?
Hey, I'm not so old as that. But if they do, then we shall quit this posh gig and go and meet your mother for some chocolate and whites. How's that sound?
Yes, please.
Okay, hush now.
And then that little guy grows up to be a Templar Grand Master. That's fun. Okay, so there you go. Now we're finding the credits. You got the music playing, and we don't have exposition, but we still have a little bit to do after the credits. Because at the very least, I want to do some hacking things before I officially go, boom, we're done. And then we'll do an LP aftermath sometime later. But for now, I'm gonna do. I dropped my TV remote. So let me evaluate the game, since we have progressed quite a ways. And I think it's a good time to talk in full about it, and hopefully I can say my thoughts in a relatively decent way. Because, you know, as always, this is just kind of like whatever comes to mind, what I remember through my play, and if I talked about it like a year later, I'd probably have more refined thoughts. But for now, here come the unrefined thoughts. Okay, so about the game. Of course, I very much enjoyed the game. I very much enjoyed the game. At the very least, the story was so much more enjoyable than Assassin's Creed 3. At the very least, the stuff inside the Animus. I really enjoyed Edward. Edward was a fantastic character. I liked his progression, and I liked that even pretty consistently, even as he was nearing, you know, being elated and becoming an assassin, he was still, you know, kind of still focused on himself a little bit, right? Whereas throughout the rest of the, you know, throughout the entire series, you know, Altair, I guess Altair was a little bit of a cocksure dude who was like, yeah, I'm the most skilled motherfucker around. I don't have to obey the rules. Then he had to relearn everything. But I mean, we went into Ezio, and Ezio was kind of like, it was a great character as well. I really enjoyed Ezio, and he had a really fantastic arc throughout 3 games. But Edward, when we got into Connor was just kind of very stoic. Now, with that said, I liked Connor. I liked Connor quite a bit. It was a very different kind of take on the story, but very obviously, you know, it just left a lot of, it left a lot out for the story's potential to just be like this random stoic dude who doesn't really react to much, whereas Edward is, you know, doing all these things, having funny moments, you know, just, and I like that a lot. And so that definitely really helped. Edward was a great character, I think, and the whole pirate story was pretty awesome, although it did take a little bit of a massive backdrop after some point. After Thatch died, the whole pirate thing kind of just dropped off. It just kind of was like, because, you know, throughout the entire middle of the game, we're trying to like raise up, you know, being pirates and raise up a nation or whatever, and then it just kind of stopped. And I guess, you know, it progressed in a way that made sense for it to do so. It just kind of sucked, because I was really looking forward to, you know, doing some really awesome things with Blackbeard, you know, fully engaging his whole Blackbeard moniker, you know? We got to see him in his, like, lit up stuff twice. And that kind of really blows, considering stuff. But then again, I think there's gonna be DLC focusing on Blackbeard, so I guess there's that, and there's gonna be DLC focusing on Addy. Oh, that reminds me, there's also the Aveline DLC that I need to do. Huh. Yeah, I have a lot of things to do after this Let's Play for Assassin's Creed. But for now, no, the story progressed well. I'll talk about the anime stuff in a little bit, but it did kind of feel like it was going really fast at some points. Because there were some points where I'm just like, okay, we'll do some story missions, and then suddenly it's like, oh shit, we just finished 3 sequences? Oh god. But I guess that's okay, because in the end there was a lot of other content. Collectibles, I never really feel great about collectibles. I don't like collecting hundreds of things. That's just me, you know. I just don't. There doesn't need to be 1,000 of something. There doesn't need to be hundreds of something. Even if they give me a little bit of a benefit, like, oh, you get 200 reales, they never felt like something that really benefited me other than just, like, bragging rights. Like, oh, yeah, I went around the entire world and got all the chests and the memory fragments. Woo! Whereas something like the memory or the Mayan stones. The Mayan stones, I think, were okay. You had to do a little bit of a puzzle, and they locked the badass Mayan armor. And then some of the other things, the Templar hunts. The Templar hunts were very good. I think they could have been a little bit more expanded, spend a little bit more time with some of these characters. I really wanted to spend more time with Rona. I wanted to spend more time with the really deep voiced dude who was in Havana. Or was it Kingston? I think it was Kingston. He was in Kingston. But I think I would have liked to have spent a little bit more time with those guys. And then the assassination missions, I think those should have been a little bit more like the Templar hunt missions. Because when you make them just like, oh, go kill this guy, he's off in the distance, whatever, and you just make it like text, then it goes into the MMO way of thinking where it's like, oh, gotta do this mission, don't give a shit. Whereas with the Templar hunts, we had a cutscene, we had a character to give a shit about, you know, they had their own little tiny plot lines, and we could care. And Edward would interact with them, and it was just really amusing, especially with the Jamaican dude. When he was just like, no, I just want coin, I want my key. It was good. Though with all that said, even with all the good things and the not so good things, the only thing one thing that didn't really change much was the combat. The combat was a little bit iffy. At least the ground combat. The ground combat's Assassin's Creed, very much the same as the rest of the series. They made it easier to fight the heavy dudes because the break defense thing doesn't just fucking like suck. Now it actually like spins them around so you can actually like do some damage. But that's really about it. That's all I really felt about the combat being changed. You know, I feel like it was maybe a step back. There wasn't really a lot of high mobility. There wasn't really a lot of things to do. And it even links back, the high mobility thing links back to the pirate ships. Trying to get across the pirate ships sometimes felt really clunky. I fell down a lot. And you guys saw it, but I fell down a lot more as well when I was just trying to collect stuff. Or kill a bunch of ships. And it was just, I think they definitely could have worked on the ability to climb things a little bit better, at least kind of put other things that allowed us to get around the environment in a fast way, because one thing that, you know, is something that should always be focused on in the Assassin's Creed series, in my opinion, is flow. The game needs to flow where, you know, I'm running across the rooftops and there's not a large amount of points where I just like stick myself on a wall and have to slowly climb. That was what pirate ships were, when you had to go and like climb up to get the flags and stuff like that. It was kind of reduced because of the claw that would, or not the claw, the hook that would bring you up. But it didn't even bring you up all the way, so you had to fucking fight the guy, and then you had to do the climbing thing. It was just meh. And then you had to find a way to climb down so you could reuse the hook to go back all the way down. It was just, I think they could have worked on that a little bit better, but at the very least, they nailed down, in my opinion, they really nailed down the pirate combat. Also, whoops, didn't fight the legendary ship, but that's something we shall do. But I think they really nailed down the pirate ship combat. In comparison to Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3, like, you look back on footage like that, and it was fun, but in comparison, this is just so much better. It's not drastically different, it's just better. The ship turns faster, you have a lot more tools in your arsenal, you know, and I think they definitely nailed that down. I definitely would have liked to see, maybe a little bit more variation. Because you had schooners, brigs, frigates, and man-of-wars. And that was it. And that was okay at the beginning, but I really kind of was hoping that there'd be something else. I mean, you had the legendary ships, but I was really wishing there would be something else. Bigger ship, something bigger than a man-of-war. Yeah, okay, maybe that's a little bit illogical, but I don't know. I felt like 4 ship types ran out of variation really quickly. Because it was about the halfway point where I was like, okay, there are only 4 ships for me to fight. One ship I kill immediately, another ship I kill almost immediately, another ship I kill kind of sort of immediately, and the man-of-war is Still, I can kill those within 15 to 20 seconds. Of course, that's with fully upgraded stuff, but I would have liked if there were still ships that kind of presented me a challenge. That same challenge we had at the beginning of the game. At some point, because even the ships that were like level 60, they didn't pose a challenge. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I think there could have been a little bit more variation in that. But they nailed down everything else. The water, the way everything was going around, they nailed down, I think, immersion in this game in so many different respects. You know, the way the rain went off and the storms, you know, the storms would change the battle and waves would block your cannon shots. You could use waves to block their cannon shots. That was fucking awesome. Okay? Those were like those ingenious moments of just like accidental tactician, you know? That it was just like, okay, I'm going up on this wave and oh, I'm on the side of the wave, so I'm kind of pointing downwards and I can just directly shoot at them and then pull myself back over the wave and they can't hit me. Or I can pull them over to this water spout and it'll just like instant kill them. Things like that. That was really, I really enjoyed that. So overall, Assassin's Creed 4 was a very fun experience in terms of like all the in-animus stuff with Edward and the pirate ships and everything else. And obviously that's kind of like the main focus. I guess, oh wait, hold up. Let me take a little bit of drink because we're here for a while. Okay. If there's one thing, something else I need to expand on. The fleet shit. The fleet shit was boring. The fleet shit was boring from the get-go. It never became fun. Like, once I had all my ships upgraded, there was no strategy in the little fights. It was basically select 3 of your most powerful ships and throw them at them. Throw them at all the places. And you couldn't like just send them off at like multiple places so you could have this multi-tier battle to clear out places like really quickly. No, it was just one battle at a time, and it just felt so blah. And I know it was optional, but something that's optional should still be fun. So that way I have a little bit more of incentive. The only incentive was you need it to complete full 100% completion. I think you have to unlock all the places, and you also get some of the items from the fleet stuff, and it also gives you a good amount of money. Definitely gives you a lot of money. That part right there was the cool part. Like, oh, just send off ships and, you know, it'll get you a lot of money over time because it took me a while to finish the game. You know, if you finish the game within 2 days, the fleet shit's kind of worthless. But if it takes you like a couple of weeks, like it took me to finish the game, then you can rank in a lot of money. By the end of the game, we have over 400,000. But I guess that touches on another point. There wasn't really much to spend the money on. So you go through this tedious process. You've upgraded your ship completely. You've upgraded the cove completely. Then what? Spend money on random collectibles that you don't care about? Like, oh, I can upgrade my cells. Oh, I can buy all the weapons in the game that I don't want to use. I don't know. I felt that was a little bit of a cop-out to not really have much there for us to spend money on. But I think one thing, I guess, before we move on to the Out of Animus segment, which you've already heard you've heard my opinion on that quite a bit every time we're out of the Animus. But one thing I really, really, really wish there was more of, I really wish there was more multi-ship battles. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, I'm fighting multiple ships at the same time. I mean, I really wish there were more battles where I had other ships next to me and we were engaging big fleets, like really sizable fleets too, because most of the time you're never really fighting more than 4 or 5 people at a time. And if you were, like half of them would be schooners who would die within the first like 3 seconds of combat. And I really would have liked to have seen, you know, a camaraderie. There we go. Like being comrades with other pirates, you know? Like I see a bunch of pirates fighting off in the distance and I help them out and then they join me for a while and we sail together, we set up a fleet formation and we just charge into bigger fleets. I think that's something that would have been really badass. That would have allowed them to have made, you know, even with their like small amount of ship variations, they could have made like bigger chunks of ships, you know, like a whole on Navy fleet for us to take on, which would have a lot of overall loot, you know, and you take it on with a whole bunch of other ships, and that'd be awesome. Another thing I guess it would have been nice to have been able to do would be to upgrade my crew, because in Assassin's Creed, from Assassin's Creed 2 Or no, wait, no, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood all the way to Assassin's Creed 3. We were able to get other assassins. We were able to upgrade them. We were able to change their armor. We were able to change their weapons and things like that. And that was completely gone from here. Completely, utterly taken out. And I think it would have been nice if we were able to upgrade our crew so they'd have better armor, they'd have better weapons or something. Not just superficial, oh, you need 40 crew members so you can board bigger ships, and then they don't fucking do anything. You leave them alone and it takes them like fucking a whole chunk of time just to kill one guy. And I felt my crew was a little bit worthless in that respect. Like, I was pretty much just me taking on stuff, and that they were there just to provide shanties and random background noise of swords clinging together. So I think that could have been expanded on, but you know what? Hey, as I said earlier, Ubisoft is really great at doing experimentations and getting things right the second time and beyond. Not so much the first time. The first time, they implement like things weirdly, so I don't know. They are asking people if they want to see more pirate games, but I'd like it if we move to a different theme in the next Assassin's Creed game, which there most definitely will be, because we didn't really resolve anything here. But let's move on. So, the Out of Animus stuff. The Out of Animus stuff. You know, let me get another drink before I fucking go off on this rant. Okay. The Out of Animus stuff presented this really cool idea. This idea of being inside of Abstergo Entertainment, walking around and hacking and finding out all this stuff about the Templars and what they're planning to do and how it's integrating with real life. And we're working secretly for Sean and Rebecca, and Jean turns out to be a sage, and Juno is actually within the computer systems. And that was a really cool setup. Okay, that was actually really neat. I got really kind of scared by Juno popping up because I didn't fucking anticipate that. And she followed you around the fucking place? Like, what the hell? But I still think that I really would have liked it if the character talked. You don't even have to give me a face. Just make the character talk. Because as of this moment, a lot of other silent protagonists just have more character than, you know, the analyst in this game. The analyst literally had no personality at all. And yet we'd be talked to as if we did. Oh, talk to me. Or, you know, different things like that. And it just kind of really, I think, ruined a little bit of a half immersion for me. I don't know. I do like to have those conflicts, you know? I don't mind if characters don't agree with my same mindset, because that's them being in character, right? No real pirates are harmed in the making of this game. I think we just reached the end of the credits. Let me get my controller. But, yeah, no, I think the Animus segments would have done a little bit better with talking, because even Gordon Freeman has more character than the analyst. The Gordon Freeman has a face, supposedly has a kid, you know, is a physician, or not a physician, whoa, what the fuck? Did they respawn? Or is it just showing me everything? Because I have everything already, game. Congratulations, you finished the game. New relic, portrait, emblem, and title unlocked for the multiplayer. Okay, anything else? No, okay, so did it pop everything back up on the map? Or is it just... It was just showing me every single location ever, just in case I didn't reveal everything. Okay, well... I guess we'll do the after Animus stuff. Or the after LP stuff, including the Animus stuff, afterwards. But for now, I will finish touching on the Animus. The Animus stuff. Yeah, no, Gordon Freeman has more character than the analyst, and that says a lot. I think that hopefully in the future, I guess it was a step back for them, but in the future, hopefully they will develop the character a little bit more, or just introduce a completely different character who has something to say about everything. Because John's fucking poisoning us and stuff, and you had my reaction, sure, but what if I was just like a nobody playing the game? Like, if I was just playing the game, I wouldn't have any fucking reactions to that. I'd be like, oh, surprise, John's a jackass stabbing me with a syringe and things like that. Whereas, you know, having a real character be able to say some stuff like, oh, no, what are you doing? What are you doing, John? No, don't do this. No, just even like the most basic type of thing I think would have been solid. But, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I can do that too. Oh. Anyway, so that was, I guess, my Assassin's Creed 4 Let's Play. I will do the after LP things because I do have quite a lot to finish up. I want to get to 100%. I have to do the memory sync things. I'll be doing that off screen, but I will do like all the side missions and the rest of the collectibles and the last legendary ship and the animus stuff sometime afterwards, depending on what you guys say. But for now, I have finished the game. I very much enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys enjoy the Let's Play, because it was a pretty decently sized one, actually. It was way over 80 parts, and that's awesome. I kind of figured that maybe I'd get like 40, 50 parts, but no, we did quite a lot beyond that, even though we did like a good chunk of things off screen. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next Let's Play.